Okay, so I thought I would do something a little bit more interesting in this video. I'm going to introduce you to a thing called pickle. Now, pickle's like a module that you can import. Like you can import random, and random has lots of different sort of like things that you can choose from, like choice or rand int, that sort of thing. Pickle is a module that allows you to conveniently deal with a file. Now, when you try and look at the file, it's going to look like complete gobbledygook, and I'll show you that, but Python understands it. Well, let's just get into it. Let's see what we can do. So the first thing I'm going to do is import pickle. Okay. And I'm going to create a data structure. I'm going to call this data structure grades, and it's actually going to be a dictionary, and I've introduced you to dictionaries in a previous video. And in this dictionary, I'm going to create some keys. So my first key is Andy, and in here I'm going to start putting in some grades. So A, and let's stick a B in here. Okay. Let's put a few more in here. Let's do Laura. Put Laura's grades in here. We'll do B, and an A. Let's be consistent. Let's put the B in there. Okay. So basically I've got a dictionary, and when I call Andy, it will return a list of variables. So a value, sorry, A, and B. If I put in the key Laura, it will return Laura's grades in a list, and I'll show you that working in a second without running any code. Let's put the name Sam in here. And we'll give Sam some grades. So let's do A, B, and a C. Okay. Right, we'll close off that dictionary. For the moment, I'm just going to run that dictionary just to show you what it returns. So if I call grades and I put in the key Andy, you'll see that it returns, whoops, I used the wrong thing. Grades, it's the square brackets Andy. It returns my grades, and if I wanted the particular B grade, I can just do grades, and I'll do Andy, and then I'll put the second square brackets, and I want to return the second item, well, the position 2. So remember, that's position 0, that's position 1, that's position 2. Alternatively, I can do -1, and it will show me the last one anyway. So I'll do that. Okay, so once the dictionary is set up, like I've done here, let's look at how we can use Pickle to create a file and write to it and dump that data structure into the file. And then we're going to open it up again and start reading from it. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a variable called file. This is similar to the previous one. I'm going to open it. I'm going to stick in there the name of the text file. In this case, we're going to call it grades.txt. You don't have to put it as a string. You can do that, or you can go file name equals, and in fact we'll do that, file name equals grades.txt. That's how I did it in the last tutorial, so let's do it in the same way. So file name there, and I'm going to open it up in this mode. So read binary. Oops, I should turn off my phone really. So open file name RB, so read binary, and oh no, I want write binary because I'm going to write that first. So write binary, and I'm going to do a pickle dot, and don't laugh now, pickle dump. And I keep activating.
I think I may have lost a.
That's Cortana. Thank you, Cortana. Grades, and I'm going to put in here file. Okay, so dump the grades, so it's basically dumping that into the file. And remember, the file is grades.txt. At the moment, it doesn't exist in here. When I run this, it's actually going to create that file. So let's stick it in. Okay, so I've created the file. Here it is, grades, and it doesn't look like there's anything in there. But there is. Let's change that a sec. No, we can't do that yet. I thought so. So we have to do write binary. I was just checking something. So I've written the file, and I probably should yeah, it's all good. Right, so you can't see anything. That's all right. We've got our grades. We've dumped the grades into the file. Right, let's open the file now. So file equals open. We'll use the file name, but this time we're going to open it up in RB mode. And we're going to create a new thing called new grades. And new grades is equal to pickle.load. And we're going to load up the file. And then what we're going to do is we're going to print the new grades data structure. So let's look at that running. Okay, so it's read the data structure from that pickle file. Instead of running new grades, let's just pull up one person's grade. So let's put in here Andy's grades. Let's put in here then, actually this new grade, Andy's grades, put that there, and we will put new grades like so. So this is my grades, but I need to put in the key term. So the key term was Andy. So let's run it this time. Rather than showing Sam, Laura, and Andy, it's going to just show my ones. So now it just shows Andy's grades, A, A, B. And if I modify this again by saying, right, let's just show the last one, like I did at the start of this video. There we go, Andy's grades. So I've been able to put a data structure into a file using this command, or this set of code here. And then I've been able to read the data file, pickle load the file, and put it into a new variable. In this case it's new grades, but actually new grades is a copy of grades. And then I've been able to read from it directly. So obviously if you wanted to update some of this data, okay, you would simply have to do something like, let's say this is the grade structure at the moment. I could do something like grades, and I'll put me and Andy. Let's say I resat the last test. So it's the last test is now equal to an A star. Oh. That information is now in this. So if I run this again, you'll notice that although it was originally a B in here, it'll now say an A star when I run this whole file again. So let's take a look. Oh, F5. There we go. So now it's an A star. So I can update the data structure, stick it in the new file, and also read from it. It's pretty useful. So I know this was a bit of a longer tutorial, but I think that covers quite a lot of cool features for you in terms of opening files, reading from files, etc. Probably be of some use in a project of yours at some point. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll continue to do more tutorials in the near future.